Welcome back. Today we got a little job to do. We got this thing here, and we need to drill, hopefully that's visible, we need to drill these 3 holes and enlarge in that hole. The trick is, this is a gasket surface, so we need to be very careful with that. It's aluminium, and what we're doing is we go on the rotary table, put the chuck in here, cover that with tape, and then that just goes over top, and we put a piece of old thread here in the chuck, and then we can indicate it, and then we clamp it down, and once we indicated it, we put another bracket on top of it just in case the chuck comes loose. That's the plan for now. So now we found a washer, which is actually a spacer for my grinder, which fits perfectly. We taped it so we don't scratch the surface. Put a washer on top of it, and then just center it roughly. And all we do is going to dial that thing in. And see where we are. We are miles off. That's not too bad. Just look for the minimum here, and then we just bump it a bit further. That should be it. So here's the minimum. Should be almost good now. I think I call that good. That's 100. Alright, I think we call that good. We're only drilling circular holes, so that's fine. So we need to put something on top of it just to secure it, and we do that here, so we're out of the way. We're going to drill the holes here. You got to drill 3 10mm holes. Center is 6mm away, so we need to put the clamp this way just to strap it down here. So we indicated it, but there's a little bit of a machine mark here. It's good. It's just there. There's a high spot. or low spot. The rest is fine. It's just at that one point. So that's looking good to me. It's a machine mark inside. So we're happy with that. Alright. Let's get rid of the indicator and so we set up with a 20mm drill. The original hole is 15. Just load it a little bit with WD-40. And then gently, really gently go into it. We're gonna go really slow because it's relatively thin wall. Perhaps put the camera a bit out of the way here, actually in my way. So hopefully that's still visible. Sorry if I'm in the way, but I need to see what's happening here. Now we have an intermittent cut because we're actually hitting the inner diameter with the drill here. I think that's all. Whew. It's a pretty expensive part, that's the reason why I'm so careful. Okay. Looks good to me. Yeah, the part is, don't know, a few £100, so we don't want to trash it. Okay, success so far. Other side. Yeah, it looks good. Just a bit deburring because there's a snap ring groove inside, and I was anxious that the drill is actually grabbing on it. That's one of the reasons why I'm so careful. Let me change tools and go to the other side. Okay, we are set up with a center drill, and we are at 210. I made myself a mark here, so we need to go to 30 degrees. Just wind that round. Okay. We are supposed to be 6mm from the bottom. I scribed the line already. Let me dial that in because I need to get here and then we'll come back. Okay, we centered and we just move it in. Spot it. So we drill it to full. We just use a smaller size and then we drill it to 10mm and then we do the other two. So we ended up using a different drill. That one is, I don't know, somehow dull. It doesn't work well in aluminium. So 10mm now. So the next position is 0. That's 30. Let's go on 0. Okay, check the same game. Spotting. Spotting is important because of the round surface, otherwise it just runs away. Okay. Double checking if it's at the right place. Good to me. Alright. one done. Looking good. We're at 0 degrees, so we need to go to 60, which is the other side of it. Can't see that. We are clear so far, okay. Okay, job done so far. Bit of deburring, and we should be good to go. Alright, that was part 1. I've got another part which we're doing on the vertical mill. Let's take it out and deburr it. So we're done. Holes. Deburring was a bit of a challenge because it's difficult to get there. We hit the target, so we didn't actually cut the snap ring groove. I don't know if that's visible. There is a snap ring groove here, and we just on the edge of it, but we didn't cut in it, which is great. The other hole looks good as well. No surface damage, everything looks good. That's a gasket surface, so we need to make sure we're not going to damage that. The rest is not so critical. That's a bearing resistor here. That's all smooth. We got all the chips out. Alright, call that done. Next one. So we're on the next part. We need to expand those holes 1.5 millimeters out, because we've got this motor which is the hole pattern is 15 here and 18 here, and the sample I had was 15 all around, so all we need to do is clamp that on the mill like so, indicate in the hole, and then just mill it out and make a countersink. Looks relatively straightforward. We need to clean, we need to put something underneath to make sure. It's just a cosmetic thing, just to keep that surface clean, and that's about it. Okay, let's rig that up, and we'll come back when we set up. Okay, we set. We are straight in line. Everything is locked. Carriage is locked. We put an indicator on the cross slide, and the difference is 3 millimeters, so that's 1.5 millimeters per side. So let's get that in, and just crank it out by 1.5 millimeters. The machine is extremely noisy, so I may actually mute the audio because it's really awkwardly loud. Alright. So we put a countersink in. Again, it's going to be noisy. I'll lock the table. I think we call that good, because the problem is the more material you take away, the less strength is here. So I might do it manually a little bit more just to get rid of the edge here. There's a little bit of a burr now, but I think we call that good, because you can always take more off, but you can't actually put material on without welding. So we call that in good to the other side, and that's it. So hookup is just an old gasket here and a bit of paper underneath to make sure it's not touching the surface with bare metal. Alright, let's shift that to the other side and dial everything in and do the other side. Okay, we rigged the other side. We're on 0 here. We're driving inwards, so we're gonna go negative on the indicator, 1.5 millimeters. Okay, we're done. Change over to the countersink. We lock the table and then just sink it and job done. So we change tools. Just gonna go down. I think we call that good. We can always go deeper, but we got at least the radius marked at the right point. Should be fine. Alright, let's take it out and have a look at it. So, and that's how it comes together here. It's hard to see, but the holes line up. No surface damage. Okay, let's see if we can get some line on. And that's how it lines up here. I know it's hard to see. Alright, call it a job done. At some point we may show the whole thing, how it looks like. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time.